Sorry I was late. I got a little sidetracked on the way home. I was wrapping up my night patrol when I got hit with some strange blinding energy midair and was teleported to an underground lair where I found myself at the mercy of Vandal Savage. And it was totally him. I wasn't hanging out with Bruce at the bar or anything. You can totally check with Savage. Or as he likes to keep correcting me, the immortal Vandal Savage, sacred guardian of Kumlong. Vandal's the type of adversary you can't reason with. He's been alive so long, watched so many people and civilizations turn to dust, that he's convinced himself he's some sort of god. Yeah, well, he seemed pretty sure of himself tonight, bellowing about putting me down first before taking out the rest of the league. And he would have bragged about taking down the legends too, but he knows they'll probably screw themselves before he can screw up their life for them, so he doesn't really count that as a challenge. He stared right at me, dead serious, and said, "Everyone you love and everything you have is about to be stripped away by the immortal Vandal Savage, sacred guardian of Kumlong." He honestly said that. I can't believe it. He has me on a platter and he starts monologuing. I have found a way to weaponize hyper time. Oh no, he's working with Dr. Insano. And you will be trapped in a fabric of yesterdays. A loop that never ends. A loop that never crosses mine. And allows me to be victorious. And in the here and now, we will never meet again, Superman. Goodbye, man of tomorrow. Your future is in the past. And that's when Vandal hit a switch and bombarded me with chrono tachyons. The distinctive chatter of Tommy guns I'd heard while watching Jimmy Cagney movies on the TV with my pa suddenly filled my ears. Metropolis, the 1930s. For some reason the Chronicons affected my costume. I have no idea why. I felt like I'd been there before, but that would be impossible, and I hate to admit it, but there was something exhilarating about my sudden lack of powers. No heat vision, no x-ray vision, no flying, probably a little less self-control, but it was just me, faster than a speeding bullet, except with a bit more pop. And let's face it, this looks pretty cool. They probably should make a whole book just about this. I was a bull in a china shop, filled with illegal guns and men who might as well have been wearing t-shirts that said, "Punch me, I'm a bad guy." And you know what? I liked it. The pure simplicity of it all. Men, women, and children in need of saving by someone who had to be more powerful than a locomotive at the right moment. But I had to keep reminding myself that it was an illusion, a heroic trap made to appeal to the core of my soul. I knew the only way to get back to you was to push past the past. Ugh. Try saying that sentence 5 times fast, Lois. I dare you. It can't be done. Which, at the time, seemed so black and white. Where enemies wore different uniforms and waved different flags. Where citizen soldiers soon discovered that the horrors of war weren't only confined to the battlefields against other citizen soldiers. Yeah, not like today. It's not like there are any evil people throwing people off buildings, hanging them, or beheading civilians for not practicing their religion the way that they want, or just for not being born the right race. It's not like that's happening anywhere in the world and we have citizens volunteering to go off and fight that. That's not happening anywhere today. But perpetrated behind iron gates and barbed wires against other... Yeah, not like any of that happens. I found myself suddenly flung to a far off planet, a world of power-hungry creatures whom I tried to help, but insisted on including me in their production of Gulliver's Travels, showing them that their world possessed a hidden alternate energy source that could easily be harnessed. But to harness the power to save themselves, the denizens below the surface would need to be open to new ideas from a stranger extending a friendly hand. And fear's got a strong impact on thoughts and actions. As my parents taught me, use fear to motivate you to action instead of letting it paralyze you. Fight fear at every turn. That's why you should always walk off the top of buildings if you're afraid to. That'll show fear. And with an open mind and an open heart, a heart that Vandal arrogantly kept setting ablaze in his time trap. If there's one thing that always keeps me focused, it's innocent people in danger. But getting personal, putting people I care about, my family, in harm's way, well, that just means a world of hurt is coming to you. But Vandal didn't stop with just jeopardizing my family. With all of Hypertime at his fingertips, he got creative, asked himself one simple question: why not try and stop me with me? Then that seemed like a dumb solution, so he didn't bother. And if pure might didn't work, use Mother Nature herself to zap me and siphon my powers, gather the dark clouds, blot out the sun, burn me down from the inside. But I want you to remember an old adage: what goes up must come down. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And that's stupid in the world of medicine. Just ask anybody who's ever had a heart transplant. Staying true to yourself, abiding by the morals and ethics ingrained in you by your mom and dad, along with the lesson you'll learn in your own life, can pull you through the darkest moments. But even if that's not enough, some pure gumption and willpower are all you need to get you where you want to go and be with who you want to be. Yeah, pure gumption will get you over the Atlantic Ocean without a boat. Believe me when I say that nothing on Earth or in the universe was going to stop me from being with you both tonight. Nothing. Not even Kingdom Come. But the past informs us, teaches us, and most of all strengthens us. For someone so steeped in history, it's ironic that Vandal went and forgot the cardinal rule, that those who forget the past are doomed to repeat it. Vandal's first and last mistake was that he didn't realize each and every time, in the end, led me home, to my family. How about you save some wind there, Smallville, and blow out those candles? Yeah, before they melt down the ice cream cake. What a tough crowd, huh, Crypto? Arf, never-ending battle. Happy birthday, Superman. Here's to another 1,000 issues, another 80 years, and the pleasure was all ours. Peter J. Tomsumi, Story of Words. Alright, I really like this. In fact, I kind of wish this thing had been the whole book, this story. It's the perfect nod to the past, going through Superman's various decades, and even though it kind of has the same concept of Superman trying to get to a celebration in time as the last story, it does its own thing with it, and I don't know if this or Superman issue 45 was the last thing Tasami actually worked on, but it's a grand farewell to his time with Superman. So, yeah, this, I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Great little story, and my only complaint is I wish it had been longer. You could have made a whole book out of this story. But anyway, yeah, well, see you next time for the next story. Alright, goodbye.